Hey everybody, Justin here from Free-Clep-Prep. This is just a quick beta update talking about some new features, some new changes, and also a free quick prep bundle that we're offering. The first change is that multiple favorites are now available. Shout out to Rachel for recommending this change. Favorites are great. They allow you to load the study material directly on the classroom page. But if you're not using those, you really should. The only issue was the old way only allowed one favorite at a time. So if you chose a new one, it would remove the other one. And there was some back-end stuff that also happened because of that. Now, if you have multiple exams marked as favorites, they'll show up as cards on your classroom like this. And then when you choose the one you want to study and the content is already there, loaded ready for you. If you only have one, you won't see the cards at all. There's going to be no change from how it normally is. But if you have multiples, then now you'll see the cards. This probably won't get used by everybody, but I think it'll be helpful for those super test takers that are studying for multiple exams. And thanks again, Rachel. The second thing is pop-ups are going away, or at least most of them. We had a lot of pop-ups. The old site wasn't really built for mobile devices, so when we upgraded, a lot of things remained with pop-ups. I've been slowly working to fix that, and getting rid of most of the pop-ups is part of that. What this means for you is that some of the site behavior has changed, but it should perform better on mobile devices. Third thing is login issues. I think we're finally smashing the last of the login/token bugs. I made 2 major under-the-hood changes, and we're seeing a massive drop in the number of login-related bug reports, so that's a good thing. As always, if you run into anything, let me know about it. We'll chase it down. The next big thing is that Classroom got revamped for quick prep bundles. The old way used to have the free resources on the screen, which didn't make sense because if you had the quick prep bundles, you don't really need the free resources. New and improved, right? The new way is more structured, so we have multiple learning style combined. Here's an example of the new page.
Section 1, Pre-Columbian and Exploration Era. Chapter 1, Indigenous Societies Before Contact. The Bering Land Bridge, Beringia, was a vast landmass that connected Siberia to Alaska during the Ice Age when sea levels dropped.
So no more having to keep multiple windows open to listen and read at the same time. First you learn, then you test, then you fill in the gaps of your knowledge. I'll be doing a full video on how I use these myself, but I wanted to mention it here since we went ahead and made those changes. One cool thing is that there's a built-in flashcard review at the end of every chapter now. So people have been asking for this a lot, and here it is. You don't have to go through the whole flashcards anymore. It does it automatically for you. Another one is YOLO Mode. For those who are even in a greater hurry than our quick prep bundles, I added a YOLO, you only live once mode. I'm going to preface this by saying I do not recommend you use this unless you are just dying for time. What this mode does is it only shows you the topics marked important, which are those that have been consistently reported as being things you should probably know for this particular test. The good part about that is that this can drop the number of topics from over 1,000 in some cases to a little over 300. The bad part is that you are likely going to have some holes in your knowledge when it comes to the real test. There's different versions of the test out there. Now, is this enough to pass? Maybe, but I guarantee you that you'll be less prepared than you otherwise would. So why even offer this? Because I got a few dozen requests for it, and it's ultimately up to you if you want to risk things. Personally, I'd stick to the full quick prep bundle. It should only take you a few days of study and you'll be as prepared as we can possibly make you. However, if you're in a rush and you're willing to risk it, then the YOLO mode is now available. It's your exam, it's your choice. My son is not happy upstairs. Loyalty discounts. I had a lot of questions asking about why we don't have subscriptions instead of making people purchase the bundles independently. I'll make a longer video on this. But in short, I think the subscription model is kind of predatory. You think you're getting a better deal, but much like gym memberships, the majority of people forget about the subscription or postpone things and end up paying more than the value they get. It's good for the business, but bad for the customer. Instead of subscriptions, we've got discounts. The first bundle you buy is at full price, which I'll note is lower than most similar study sites. If you buy a second within 6 months of the first, you get a 10% discount. The third, you get 20%. The fourth, you get 30% off. And it continues that way all the way to the sixth at 50% off. At that point, you're getting the bundles for roughly $12.50. And then anything after the sixth stays at 50% as long as you've bought 6 or more within the last 6 months. Free promos don't count towards this, nor do any coupon codes that drop the price below the 50% mark. You can't stack this discount with others either. Like you'll end up getting the cheapest price if you use a coupon or a discount, whatever that might be. My goal with this is to reduce the burden on people taking multiple CLEPs and DSSTs. I like money as much as the next person, but the metric of this site's success has always been helping people graduate and improving lives. How many of those have we done, not how much money we've made? Hopefully this helps with that. Speaking of promos, we have a Principles of Management Quick Prep Bundle available for free. It was supposed to end this Friday at midnight, but I'm going to extend it till Sunday the 15th, so people who see this video by then have a chance to grab it. If you're watching this after that date, you can hit the subscribe button so you don't miss the next one. I try to announce all of these promos on Reddit, YouTube, and the site as they occur. I think that's pretty much it for this update. I know that was quick and fast. I try and make these as fast as possible, but I will see you on the next one, and happy studying. I'm cheering for you. Talk to you later.